Hello everyone and welcome to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. Happy Halloween! Tonight we're going to have episode 132 of The Coin Vault Has Opened. We have a roll of 2000p Lincoln Memorial cents, and we're going to go through these. I think wide AMs are probably the most important thing we're going to look for. There are some double die reverses inside the memorial, so we'll take a look for those too. We'll start by pretty much going through looking at the condition of these, as these are the first time that I've gotten to see these. I got a roll of them off eBay, so there's 50 mint cellos, so I will dump these out and we can get right to it. Thank you everyone for being here tonight. I hope you guys are all having a good Halloween. Alrighty. So we'll take a look at the fronts and backs of these, just try to see kind of what the general condition of these coins are. Hey, Les Likes Coins, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Or how are you doing this morning? It must be almost time for work, but it's the weekend, so I hope you have the weekend off. Thank you. And so these are the first time I've gone to take a look at these. I've never really had luck looking for wide AMs, but I saw them up on eBay, so I thought I would buy a roll of them, check them out, and see how they did. Originally it was a roll of 25 P&D, but I got 2 rolls of them, and they came as solid date rolls. And so we did the 2000D the other day, and so today we're going to do the 2000P. And from my understanding, we can't find wide AMs in the Denvers, but we can in the Philadelphia, so we have a shot for those tonight. It would be kind of fun to find our first wide AM. It's 4 a.m., work at 6. I hope you can stay for a minute. Hope your night or your morning is good. It's been a fun Halloween here, and was excited to do a stream tonight. And I was not even going to wear a mask, but then I decided to check out what I had around, and this one just seemed to really be fun with the green screen. The colors seem to conflict, and it kind of makes it kind of ethereal, so I'm digging it. And so there's probably other errors that we can find. You know, just kind of mint errors. Things could be off-center or broad-struck. I'm not expecting to find anything like that, but you never know. And since these were cut out of mint sets, I'm imagining if there was some phenomenal, obvious mint error, whoever was cutting them out of the mint sets, as I was not the one who did this, would find out. This one's got a really nice obverse. The copper-plated zinc here has a little bit of a funny texture, but I've owned many coins which had a funny texture, and they can grade. I have a ton of MS67s that kind of have a rough, bumpy surface, so it doesn't appear to really hurt the grade. One has kind of a nice streaky surface. Some of these appear to be a little bit better grade than average. And so we'll see. I never know, you know, sometimes there's a bunch of spotted coins in these rolls. Sometimes it's somebody's trash. Sometimes the person just is grading other things in the mint sets and don't have any interest in the pennies. But I do, so that's why I buy these. And every time I go through a roll of solid date mint cellos, I feel like I get to learn something about the date, get to know it a little bit more intimately, start to see patterns, start to see things that I wouldn't see if I was just looking through random coins. And so I've been enjoying getting to go through these, but I can only really get what is available unless I want to purchase the mint sets for full price and then cut them apart myself. And so this works perfectly for me. I help someone else move them along, and then I get to search them and learn something from them. And so I'd say these Philadelphias look pretty good. There's a couple spots on some of these. Some of them are kind of like a lighter, little milkier spot. Some of them are a little bit darker. I see a couple little nicks on the coins, but for the most part, these seem to be above average coins. It seems like it would be better than what I might find in a roll. A couple little nicks on this one here. I find like MS66 usually has about 2 nicks on it, or 3 very, very small ones. To be like an MS67, I find there's usually only like kind of 1 distracting mark on the coin. And probably from this distance, I could probably see if there was a wide end on one of wide AM, but I have not been looking. I've just been trying to look at the condition. This one looks like there's a little bit of toning on it, which is pretty interesting for a coin that's only 20 years old. This left field over here looks like it's got a little bit of color starting in it. So that's not something I was really expecting to find, was anything with toning. So if we have one with toning, it's possible that we might find a second. Looks like a little bit of kind of pinkish toning on the reverse here as well, down in this lower field and kind of the bottom part of the memorial. Usually when I'm going through older rolls, especially the older proof rolls, I find like, usually one kind of nice looking tone coins. I also usually get a couple kind of seriously damaged, environmental damaged coins, but when you buy bulk lots, you kind of get the good with the bad. If you want all choice ones, you buy them carefully one at a time. And so it's kind of like gambling, but at the same time, it usually works out. Things usually even out. I'll get some bad rolls, I'll get some good rolls. I would say in general, this one looks like a pretty nice roll. I'm pretty happy with it. And we're probably only about halfway through. These ones are definitely a little bit easier to look at. There's not nearly as many distracting marks. Once you get older, the longer these Mint-Cellos are around, the more things that happen to them. They get like something heavy put on top of them, or they get like some sort of not a good storage. And so pretty much like most of the older rolls I get, and they've also been picked through over and over and over again. One collector picks them up, sells them to another collector, and pulls out the coins they want, and then it moves on to the next person. And most of the roll 50 packs of Mint-Cellos that you would get from like the 60s or 70s, they'll be pretty picked over. It'll be a nice collection of MS63, 64s with the possible 65 in it. But some of these have really nice luster. Like the luster on this one's incredible. It's so bright. If only luster was everything. It's like you want a nice strike, you want nice eye appeal, you want, nice, no blemishes or spots or scratches. Yeah, these look pretty nice. I don't think I'm going to go out and get I don't think I'm going to get a bunch of 2000s graded, but the MS66s and 67s and 68s that I get already graded, they seem to sell really well, so it is a better date for me to sell. Yeah, some of these are just really, really lustrous. I'm not used to seeing, most of the Mint-Cello rolls that I go through are quite a bit older, and so it's one reason like going through these newer ones is kind of a treat, is because most of the coins are in really good condition. This one has a couple little spots, or at least the obverse had some spots on it. Nice. A week off sounds good. I think I would miss a week off. If I took a week off, I wouldn't see you guys for a week. This is pretty much making videos here and making videos for eBay. That is my job these days. And so, but I totally remember what it's like to pretty much work all the time and never be home. And so feel really, really thankful to have this job. And yes, I'm working on Halloween, but I'm having fun. But it's pretty much all thanks to coins that I'm able to do this. If it wasn't for coins, I mean, I guess I can thank the full-time job that I had, that I worked for 10 years with pretty much out a day off for 10 years straight. If it wasn't for that, it probably would have taken me a lot longer to invest in coins and learn how to buy and sell them. It's like generally you need a little bit of money, you need to make some mistakes, you need to learn the hard way sometimes. I always recommend people buy the books before you buy the coins. Everyone told that to me, but I love the coins, so I bought the coins. And then after buying about 1 million coins, I bought the books. Nowadays there is so much information on the internet that you don't even need to buy the books. You just need to, Google and YouTube and, find where the information's at. Copper Coins and Variety Vista and the PCGS Coin Facts. Web pages that have populations of different coins, mintages. They're all super, super helpful. Learning the price guide so that when you find, when a coin comes across in front of you and it's a good deal, and you paid attention to that coin and its history and kind of how it, some coins will have a very high value, but they trade at a very low price. Some coins have a very low price and they sell at a very high price. The market is an interesting beast. Nice. Yeah, I think the county I live in is one of the only counties in California at the moment that is still in yellow. Pretty much everywhere else in the state is orange and red. So I'm definitely lucky. If I want to go out, I can, but I'm not tempting fate here. So I just kind of stay home and work and try to do whatever I can at home, and I'm naturally a hermit anyway. But yeah, a lot of people are in lockdown. And we all have an opportunity to do things we love, so if we can't go out, we might as well do things that we enjoy, and coins is definitely that for me. So I'd say these coins look great. If I felt like getting some 2000s graded, I would say there is definitely some candidates. Maybe some point in the future when I'm doing a bulk grading, there's probably like 10 or 20 out of these that I could pull out. I mean, if I could make a little bit of money off of them if I got like 67s. I'm guessing some of them would come back as 66s, but I would try to only send in things, that I thought would come back as a 67. I'm not sure if there's that many 67s in here. I feel like there's a couple. But if I had some other coins that I wanted to send in, I could always send some of these in. And that is definitely in the works. In the future here, I'm hoping to be able to send in a couple hundred coins to PCGS every month. Just need to free up a little bit of capital because it's not cheap, and sending things in, your money's kind of tied up until it comes back. And with the way PCGS seems to be grading and returning stuff lately, it seems like I might be waiting for a while, and I could use that money for other things, like buying and selling coins in the meantime. Well, a 4-week lockdown, it doesn't sound fun, but it probably will greatly improve everything. I think that's the one thing that I thought about this whole thing in the very beginning, was that things weren't quite being taken seriously enough, and if they just locked everywhere down for 1 month, when the stimulus checks first came out, if they just told everybody, like, hey, look, you've got, we're giving you money, your rent's paid, buy some food, stockpile a month's worth of food, and stay home and don't go out. And if everybody did that everywhere, the virus would have nowhere to go. And, it would like pretty much start us back at, ground one. And, but that just never kind of happened. Me, myself, just starting a marathon of Doctor Who. And so I'm going to do some time traveling from 1963 to present. It looks like there is about 900 plus episodes. It looks like about 87 episodes are lost in time somewhere. So I'm going to be watching Doctor Who for the next month of the pandemic. And I'm going to travel through time and space through the comfort of home and my mind. And I think it's going to be fun. I've never, like, I watched, like, I used to watch them back in the 80s, and then I think during the 80s, and then, when the new ones came out, I started watching those and enjoyed them, but didn't have a way to, but I guess someone awesome found that BritBox has all the episodes on it, or all the ones except for the lost ones, and so I'm going to be watching that. And so I'm kind of excited. I think that's probably how I'm going to spend a bunch of my Halloween today. Or tonight. Still got a couple more hours of Halloween. It's been Halloween week here. Pretty much non-stop Halloween. I think that they should just make Halloween a week-long holiday. I think it's justified. And so I think I'd looked, and I think there were about 17 double dies on the reverse. Let me see if I can do this. Dragon needs coffee to have dragon breath. Alright, let's keep going here. So I'm going to turn on some lights, dump these out. And we can zoom in and see if we can find anything. Lights. And so the two primary places we're going to look on these are inside up here, and then we're going to check the AM. It looked like every single double die was like right up close here. And so basically there's different things where on this bar here, there'll be like an extra bar sticking out. On this side, there'll be an extra bar. There's different like areas in between the legs, to the right and left of the legs. And then there's like some little, like a diagonal bar up above his head. That one there looks pretty clean. It looks like a close AM here. So we'll move on to the next one. Yeah, I watched a bunch of the newer Doctor Who's recently, but then I didn't have a way to catch up on any episodes, so I had to stop. So I'm like quite a few seasons behind, and so I will have to catch up. Looks like a close AM here. If we find a wide AM, they should be pretty far apart. I probably should have looked at one right before. Like looking up at his shoulder. I don't think I saw a double die there. I think it's just the way that the light is hitting here. Looks like a close AM. So we've basically got like 50 shots here. And none of the double dies, from what I could see, are worth so much. I mean, it seems like an MS65 condition, they're worth less than $10. So it's not, but it's just something to look for, and I'm guessing that some people do collect them. So if we are able to find something, and it's just fun to find double dies. And who knows, maybe there will be one or two varieties that are, you know, turn out to be really rare. Looks like a close AM. It's like this column, it almost looks like it kind of bulges out. It almost looks extra thick, like right in the middle next to Lincoln there. I saw it right there, I was like, oh, but we need to be looking there. It's interesting too, like most of the, almost looks like there's something to the left of his leg. And that's the thing too, the memorials here, it's like Lincoln is so faint. He's kind of like a ghost. It's so soft. It just, it amazes me. I don't know if people are looking at really, really good examples, like really early stage dies, to be able to see all these details on him, or how it works. My guess is probably if we find anything, the easiest thing to see will be if there's like an extra bar on the sides of the column. Oh, those ones are almost touching. Definitely not a wide AM. That looks a little bit wider, but I think it should be more about like that, not quite that wide. I think that's still a close AM. Yeah, I really enjoyed Doctor Who when I was a kid, and I mean, I guess like the name of my channel here, Time Travelers Coin Exchange, it was probably one of the first time traveling experiences or exposure. So thank you, Doctor Who, for helping inspire me in time travel. And so I was able to pick up a lot of Mancello rolls. I think after these, I think I have like about, I have some 1958 proofs, and then I think I have like 61 through 64 proofs again, and then I have a ton, or I think I have like 6 or 7 more rolls of big business strikes. Where are we going with this one? There we are. So we'll definitely have quite a bit of Mancellos here for the near future. And in the future, if I can't keep picking them up, maybe we can do some mint sets, or we can go back to the big bag. That was kind of fun. Alright, I think we have a double die here. I know it looks kind of minor, but if you look at the bar to the right, if you see that little extra piece right there, I believe that is one of the double dies we're looking for, and it's so minor looking. But the kind of sad thing about the way that they changed the way that they made these coins, and so it's almost impossible, it really is impossible for double dies to happen, yet they still do. I'm just like checking to make sure there's not a scratch in the Mancello. But this one here, they can be on the right and the left. It would probably take me a really long time to figure out which one it is, because there's 18 of them. But I'll put that one off in a separate pile. Yeah, hold on, let me get some more Dragon's Breath. good stuff. And it's like the people that discovered, like say when I'm trying to look at Lincoln's legs here, I don't know. I mean, we can try turning on the light. I don't know if it improves. Oh. Oh wait, yeah, we have the light on, of course, because we're super close. I was going to say, I don't know if I turn on the light, if that helps just make everything solid. But wouldn't you know it, the light was on already, so that's not exactly going to help us. But yeah, so many of the double dies, it's, you know, like in between his like legs there, there'll be like, you know, an extra bump. But it's like, you know, another piece of the die, and they're just so tiny. I'm really impressed at how many different ones people have been able to pick out. It's like the way that the light shines on his shoulder and on his head. I feel like it makes it really, really, really hard. Like down to the left of his foot. Almost looks like there is an extra little bump down there. I believe that's just the bottom of the chair there. But almost kind of reminds me of one of the double dies, like to the right of his knee. Almost looks like there is like a doubling there. I'm not sure if there's anywhere else that the doubling shows up, if there is one. Looks like a close AM. But hopefully we'll be able to find a couple more examples. And so, I mean, we've, you know, already found one in a roll. So if you guys have rolls of 2000p, this is something that you guys can find. It is, you know, it's not impossible to find these. It's probably possible to find entire rolls. And I know that that would definitely be fun. And it did look like there was a marketplace on eBay. And so if you're like, you know, looking to be able to sell coins you find for a penny, this is definitely one that it seems like you can. It almost looks like there's a little extra something to the left of his arm there. You can see the light kind of shines off of it when I kind of twist it like this. I don't know if this is anything. I can maybe put it aside and check back through them all. I don't think it's anything. I think it's just something random. Nice. Someone was trying to buy my 1851 large cent today, but they kept offering me less than I paid for it, and as much as I would love to sell it to them, I can't buy coins and then sell them for less than I paid for them, so I had to decline the offer. I appreciate the offers. I encourage people to do offers whenever they can, and I'll accept them when I can, but I obviously can't continue to buy and sell coins if I'm selling them for less than I pay for them. Like, definitely always buy low and sell high. The market goes in waves. You know, even if you buy relatively, you know, close to price, the price on coins do go up and down. And, you know, definitely try to buy when it's down. At the same time, if you wait till things go down, sometimes you can never buy some coins. It seems like there has been a lot less large cents on the market. Pretty much all the older US coins, they just don't seem to be coming to market lately. I've been selling a lot of my older ones, especially the ones in really good condition. I've been selling really good. The problem is I'm not able to get any new coins to replace them. I think this one might be a double die too. If you look on the right side, this column right here, there looks like there is some doubling there. And I'm not sure, I still have the other one, if it's the same as the other one, which would be interesting. I feel like this one had a better, so that kind of starts at the top of his hand, and this one looks like it's down below the hand, so this one looks like it's a different one. This one almost looks like it might be machine damage. I feel like it would be kind of hard to tell the difference between the two. These pillars look interesting. I guess it would be interesting too to see if, you know, there's more places with doubling just like that. But I'll put these two in a stack. If you can get one for 30, yeah, I would say that's a great price. The one that someone was wanting to buy today, I paid over 30 for it. So this one looks like another one here. You can just see like right behind it, kind of looks like exactly like the last one we just looked at. And so I think that is 3 for the roll so far. I can see, so 1851s, I've got quite a few of them. It's possible to buy one for under 30. I have a couple lower graded ones that weren't gradable, they were genuine. But by the time you get to very fine 20, it's basically like 45 or so and up. I guess it is possible to get them for cheaper than that. Especially at auction, you just have to be there at the time when they are selling. But for buy it now, you'd probably have to pay more, around like between like 45 and 60. Oh yeah, I feel like we didn't check the last one for a wide AM. Okay. And I guess the ones that I have are graded. So here's another one here. And I feel like if my microscope didn't bleach out Lincoln as good, there's probably other ones in here, especially around the body. I think I would need to be able to like have, you know, the coin set it down away from the microscope so that the light was more diffused, and simply be able to zoom in close. So that's 4 of them. And so these don't seem to be, you know, I mean, we found 4 in here. That doesn't seem to be very rare at all. I think it's just the way the light is hitting. Like his leg looks like it's got a pretty solid line going down the edge. But I think that's just the way the light is hitting on him. Alright, so we found double dies. What we need to find now is a wide AM. Because I've never found one before. That is, you know, I love double dies, but I want to find a wide AM now. And I didn't check, when I checked on eBay, there definitely were wide AMs for this date. I didn't really check just, you know, to verify to make sure that they actually were wide AMs. This one kind of looks like one. It's pretty minor. Maybe I should double check too and just make sure that these you know, spots aren't supposed to be a lot bigger. That's how I remember them though. Usually my memory isn't too far off, but it never hurts to double check things. Those are some interesting little bright spots there. I feel like there's like two little raised spots to the side, kind of where we were finding the doubling, but none of the double dies I saw. That sounds right to me. I feel like 97, 98, 99, and 2000. It might be 96 too. Like I've only had a few chances to search for them because normally I'm not buying, mint cellos this new. But that sounds right to me. I didn't even really know about them. I had heard about them. I had seen, slabs that said wide AM, close AM, but I never knew how to identify them until I was doing a stream one night and someone was like, "Hey, look for wide AMs. They're in this," and so we did, and I got to learn something new. And at first, I was just a little bit confused, but then once it just takes looking at a normal one, and then looking at it close and a wide, and then it's obvious what the difference is. There's just a huge gap between the two. And it's like, when I first learned about them, I thought they were just supposed to separate and not touch, so I was kind of thinking I was finding them. But since some years they're common and some years they're not, you can simply look at another year to train your eye. Because if you're looking at this year, you're probably going to find all close AMs. And so you're not going to have a wide AM to really have an example from. And so you look at a different year where wide AMs are common, and then it makes it easy to identify them. And hopefully, if we're lucky, we'll be able to do just that tonight. I think we've only got a little bit more than 10. These rolls are quicker since there's not as much to look through. Someone needs to discover some more obverse double dies, or just because we can't have RPMs with these dates because they changed the way they do the mint mark. And I'd like more things to look for. And it's like we could search things and try to be the first to find things, but I feel like if I'm going to show people different things or have, it's like we should be looking for things that we know we can find, because we're going to have a lot better chance of doing just that. Thank you, Les. I learned a lot from people on the stream. I bought millions of coins before I ever read a book. And it wasn't really until I started making videos on YouTube here that I realized that there was an entire community of people that do streams and make videos, like informational videos. And that was really the point I started learning. Chuck's stream Copper Coins. Every single time he goes through a roll, I learn something. It's, he knows like how things are made, why things were made, and it's really informative. It's like priceless, like every show that he does, because he'll do different rolls, like all different dates, and I learned so much. There's some really, really wonderful people here on YouTube. And I like how friendly and how eager everyone is to teach each other, because it just makes the hobby better for everyone. And I'd say pretty much every single person that's come on the stream here, I've learned something for, because different people look for different things, they know different things. It's just been awesome. It's like normally I would just be doing this by myself. Like 2 years ago, I would be doing this by myself. It's like this one looks a little bit wider, but I do not think it is a wide AM. And I should have when I do these streams, especially if we're looking for wide AMs, I should definitely have some examples like right here, so I can just show people clearly off the bat what we're looking for. And I don't think I have anything right here. I might. I can get a white AM for the future. I don't know what other rolls I have here. But that was the last one. So I don't know, I'm trying to think. Let's take a look at the ones that we found here, and just see what they look like afterwards. And so it's like a couple of these, I feel like the last few that we found, they seem pretty minor. I feel like one or two of them, the spots really stood up and stood out. I feel like the last three that we found seemed much more minor. I mean, all of them are pretty minor as far as a double die go, but I'd say that is one of the better ones. I'd say this one looks a little bit more minor. Like the second one we just looked at now, it's really lifted up. Like this one, like this looks exactly like the other one. And I'm thinking that this one is a little bit more minor. So we managed to find at least two of those. I feel absolutely confident that they are the double dies. The other three look like double dies. So out of 50 coins, we were able to find 2 to 5. I'll have to go and check them out. If you guys want to go and check out coppercoins.com, check it. He has a great website. On the left-hand column of the screen, once you go to coppercoins.com, there's a little place that says Die Variety Search. You click that, and then you type in 2000 to 2000, and then click the Philadelphia button, and then search. And it'll bring you up like 2 pages of the different double dies for this date. The coin community here is really awesome. I definitely agree. Thank you, Les Likes Coins, for being here tonight. Happy Halloween to you. I guess it's the day after Halloween for you now. I wish you a good day at work. Thank you everyone else for watching. I hope you guys are having a happy Halloween. I'll have some more rolls coming for you Wednesday and Saturday. And I might do some bonus streams this week because some of the rolls are a little bit shorter like this. But I have some awesome coins coming here in the future as well. So definitely check my short videos. I have the most expensive coin I've ever bought coming this week. And so I'm kind of excited about that one. I got it for a really good price. And it's a really cool variety that I'd never seen before. It's I believe a 1959 half dollar. So it's a really beautiful Franklin. It's a top pop coin for the variety. So it's kind of got everything going for it. But thanks everyone for watching. Thanks everybody who's lurking. You guys are always welcome to lurk, especially on Halloween. You too, have a great day at work, Les Likes Coins, and I'll see you all in the future. Thanks all for watching. Have a wonderful night and happy Halloween. See you all in the future.